One night, two brothers, and a whole lot of buckets. Ball facts.
Fires three is good, and the crowd loves it.
And the offensive rebound keeps the Hornets. 2 for a quarter.
Yeah.
There you go.
Ball cuts to the basket. He's got 5 off the bench. That's saved by Hayward.
Lamelo. All right, things starting to go the way of the Hornets.
Kick it out to Kubaka. 3 spun out. Ball on the offensive glass.
Trying to chip in this lead the last 6 minutes of this quarter.
All right, Lamelo's going to
Draw contact. No whistle there. Numbers. 4-on-1 break. Ball goes in. Layup is good.
Clayson. Plumlee takes it away. Here comes Miles.
Crutcher puts his head down, kicks it to the corner, wide open. His ball, his 3 is good.
I don't know, 3 different teams. And LeBron keeps on chugging. Beautiful spinning drive.
Ball going to drive it in. Little leaner up and good for 2.
Plumlee back out to Lamelo.
Lewis will drive, skip pass, extra 1 to Ball. He lines up a 3 and it's good.
Plumlee with the rip away.
There we go.
Back to back.
Snead back to Crutcher. Crutcher will drive, scoops it to Ball underneath. Layup is good. Ball will try a quick 3, and that's good.
That's all he needs.
Lamelo.
Ball facts coming back at you again, guys, and we're going to give you the facts. I'm going to talk about this LiAngelo game. I was courtside, and then we're going to talk about the Lamelo game as well, which I did watch with LiAngelo after his game. Being courtside was phenomenal. You know, they treated everybody good in there. We got a free shirt walking in, dapped up the mascot. You know, it was a live event. Did my arms get a little tired of holding the phone? Yes, but overall, I had a ball. Anyway, LiAngelo showed out, and the fans showed up. The energy in the building was really high. It was electric. You would have thought you were at an NBA game, not just a G League game. And, you know, I'll give you a little preview right here. Watch how it felt. Let's go.
Let's go, Jello.
Shout out to everybody in the arena that came up to me and recognized me and said, "What's up, Ball Facts?" See that guy next to me? He's like 60 years old. Even he was like, "Oh, so you do the Ball Facts videos?" I thought that was pretty cool, but everybody showed love. Everybody was respectful. It was just a good time. Even one guy came up to me during and started chopping it up with me and talking. I'm like, "Oh man, that's cool. Can I put you on screen?" He was all for it. So I'm gonna go ahead and show him too right quick. Man, appreciate you, bro.
You haven't even played 10 minutes yet. He already in double digits. Can I put you on screen? Look, talk to him. Jello hasn't even played 10 minutes yet. Already in double digits. Keep this man in the game, okay? You heard what he said. In the game, all right?
So let's go ahead and address that elephant that is in the room. LiAngelo Ball. First half, he only played 4 minutes. And guys, I can't lie to you. I'm sitting there scratching my head like, did I come to Greensboro for this? Are they going to play LiAngelo 10 minutes this entire game? Are you kidding me? But the good side was, as soon as they put him in, which he did not start, which I do not agree with, but I understand. The same thing happened to Lamelo with the Hornets. You know, even though he was their top pick, he sat down, make room for the veterans. Even James Bouknight, he sits down to make room for the veterans. So I get it. I don't like it, but I get it. But back to what I was saying. So they put him in, and right off the bat, he takes 3 shots and he makes 2 of them. 5 points in 4 minutes. What can you say to that? You can't say that the guy doesn't produce. You can't say that he isn't effective and efficient, because he definitely was on this night. Which would make you question, why wouldn't they play him more? And then it makes people say they'll probably start him the next game. Sorry guys, LiAngelo will probably be coming off the bench again. This is how they do these things. I would say he probably might start the 6th game if he keeps up this same type of activity, but it's hard for these people to let go of the guys they think should be out there. like a JT Thor, which JT Thor, he has that NBA body type. He's very athletic. He can move. He was missing a lot of easy alley-oops though, which was taking away the energy of the game, which is the opposite of what LiAngelo was bringing to the game. But LiAngelo had the highest plus or minus. He was plus 12. Xavier Sneed, minus 20. JT Thor, minus 10. Vernon Carey, minus 24. Scotty Lewis, minus 8. DJ Carton, minus 7. These are just guys that were getting minutes more than LiAngelo or the same amount than LiAngelo, and they weren't producing as much. So you would question, why don't you put LiAngelo in the game more than them? And you got people say it's just a G League game. It's about development. Yes, it's about development, but that doesn't mean that these coaches aren't trying to win, because these coaches want to get games in the NBA as well. So they're being evaluated on how they coach the game, how they win basketball games. And to be clear, this is not a diss to his team. We're just looking at the box score and then based on the numbers, asking why the coach is doing what he's doing, just making an assessment based off of the numbers. One thing that me and LiAngelo talked about after the game was how he simplifies the game. You know, there's only 2 goals: to stop the other team from scoring and then for you to score. And LiAngelo does that in the simplest way you can, the easiest way he can, and he doesn't complicate things too much. Basketball is not complicated to him. Another cool thing is, like, I'm asking him, hey Jello, how do you feel about them only playing you 4 minutes? How do you feel about them bringing you in off the bench? And guys, I promise you, LiAngelo really might be more confident than LeVar. I think that might sound crazy to you guys because he's quieter, but when I asked him those questions, he just said, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. I've trained, I've prepared. When I get on the court, it doesn't matter what they say in the back or what they do with the minutes. Once I get on the court, it's all on me, and I'm confident in what I can do on the court. He's so confident that he's gonna get to the NBA. He's so confident, even though he's coming off the bench, that he's still gonna produce. He's not worried about. He did not seem angry. He did not seem annoyed. He just seemed chill, I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. And even though he had a great game, and I'm like, man, you snapped, that was good. He was like, yeah, thanks or whatever, but he wasn't all hype about it. It's nothing to him. He's grown up getting buckets. So every day you grow up, you brush your teeth, and somebody says, oh man, you brushed your teeth today. He's like, okay, yeah, I guess, thanks. That's how he is. Now, we had a good time. We had some laughs. It was a good time after the game. I enjoyed some fajitas. So he had some chicken strips and some fries. Anyway, I asked him about his brother because we were watching the Hornets game, and asked him about the Charlotte Hornets, things like that. He said, man, it is so easy to play with his brother, Lamelo. And for him, he grew up with him. So, of course, it's easy. But he was just explaining to me, the spots on the floor that you need to be, the way that Melo sees the game. And if you just go to these spots, you're always going to get a great pass from Lamelo. You're always going to create an environment where he can thrive. And I'm like, oh my gosh, why don't the Hornets pull the trigger on this? And so, yeah, the Hornets lost. Lamelo's stat line was 24 points in 31 minutes. And of course, LiAngelo, he had 22 points in 24 minutes. LiAngelo shot 4 for 7 from the 3-point line, and Lamelo shot 4 for 8. Field goal, Lamelo was 9 for 14, and LiAngelo was 9 for 13. So very similar stat lines. I would say LiAngelo did a little bit better because he did it in a short amount of time. Of course, Lamelo with the assist, he is going to always have more than LiAngelo. Well, maybe not always, but most of the time. LiAngelo had 1 assist, and then Lamelo had 13 assists. Sheesh. So Lamelo with the double-double. Both impressive games. If you take those games and you put them together, those type of players, they would match up so great. Anyway, guys, I'm going to be covering the second game as well. I just thought I'd get on here and let you guys know what was going on and give you my view and a little inside scoop. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe because I will give you that inside content. Ball facts again. Peace.